Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be recapping the second round of the playoffs and predicting the conference championships. First, for the recap, we'll start with OKC versus Denver. 1 seed OKC played the 4 seed Denver Nuggets. Tough series. Nuggets took the first one. It was bouncing back all the way to Game 7, where Thunder finally took 2 in a row and beat the Nuggets to head on to play the Minnesota Timberwolves. That last game, the Thunder really showed who they were by blowing out them Nuggets. They had a blowout earlier in Game 2, that statement game where they scored 87 in the first half. But that last game was a real statement game. In a Game 7, beating the Nuggets like that. Now, down to the Timberwolves Warriors. Warriors didn't really have a chance the second they lost Curry. Wolves beat them in 5. Wolves did look a little shaky in some games. I know the Warriors still have Jimmy Butler, and they might be still a little good, but Timberwolves did look a little shaky, but I'm sure Ant can bounce back, especially against OKC. Now sliding over to the Eastern Conference. It was Cavs, Pacers. Pacers shocked the world and beat the Cavs in 5. Pacers in 5 to move on to the conference championship. I don't know anyone who expected the Pacers to win this, other than Pacer fans. Even I said, if you go back to my other video, I did say there's no way the Pacers are winning the series. Obviously, that take didn't go as planned, and Pacers shock the world, are heading to the conference finals for the second straight season. And then down in the bottom, we got Knicks versus Celtics. My Knicks move on. I did pick against them last time, and I'm never doing that again. My God, the Knicks dominate, beat the Celtics in 6. I know Tatum got hurt, but Tatum played that whole series, and the Knicks won the first 2 games. And Game 4, where he dropped 43, and then got injured. So Knicks beat a healthy Celtics team. Yeah, they might have been able to come back if Tatum stayed healthy, but Knicks still proved something and beat them in 6. And moving on to play the Pacers for the second straight season. Now we'll start with the predictions, going to OKC, Minnesota. So, I do have a little step because OKC Timberwolves just played and OKC won. But from the start, I've had OKC in 7. I think Ant will be able to take a few games. But showing what he showed, I feel like that team's just going to slump a game, and OKC's going to take full advantage of that and beat them in. I said 7. I think, now that I think about it, I say OKC in 6. Oklahoma City wins this game in 6. Now to the Pacers Knicks. This one's going to be a fun series. We've seen last year. Went to 7 games last year in the semifinals. Pacers Knicks. That was when the Knicks had Jalen Brunson, obviously. They had Dante DiVincenzo, Hartenstein, and Julius Randle. These teams took that game to 7, but they'd have a lot of injuries, which kind of helped Pacers move on to the conference championship last year. We'll see how the series goes this year. Obviously, like I said earlier, I'm not picking against my Knicks. But I do think it's going to be a very close series, so I'm picking the Knicks in 7 to go on to play the OKC in the finals. We'll see how my picks do. Am I right? Do you guys agree? Let me know in the comments. We'll see if they're right next time. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.